Hi, how you doing? I'm Big Kev, that's my bobber. If you watched my last video, you've seen just as I was finishing up with the rear mudguard, that the postman came and delivered me dart fly screen, or windscreen, depending what you want to call it. And I decided to get one of these because I feel that when I'm above sort of 60, 70 mile an hour, the wind force on my chest and hitting my helmet is just a bit more than what I would call comfortable. So I had a look on the forums, and it seems to be that the thing to do is fit a dart fly screen or similar. So we'll open the box and see what's inside. As you can see on the label there, I've gone for the Dart Classic fly screen, smoke grey, Triumph bobber 2021 onwards. Now you do get, there's a couple of different types. So you get the Classic, and I think the other one's called Piranha, which is slightly smaller maybe, but I've gone for the Classics. It's a sort of longer or taller one. So opening the box, right in the middle there you've got the screen itself. There you go. And another box with the fixings. Instructions, bolts, rubber grommets, brackets, clamps. Alright. So the instructions look pretty straightforward. You've got the screen, grommets, bolts onto two brackets. The two brackets are then secured onto the forks, the front forks. There is a couple of different screens on the market that I've seen. Some of them are mounting onto the handlebars themselves. I've got no experience of using them, but they looked a bit weak in my opinion, so that's why I went for the Dart, which is onto the fork, so it looks a bit stronger. So what I'm going to do is assemble these parts up, and then we'll get on the bike. So first instruction, fit the rubber grommets, and it does tell you that these are best fitted from the rear of the screen. So I'll just stick in 1, 2, 3, 4 grommets, and then we can bolt the brackets on. Oh, the fourth one being a bit tricky. There we go. So step 1 is to bolt the bracket onto the rear side of the screen. And that's done with these little, try and get it in focus there, these little shanked bolts. And the reason for that is that the shank, or the edge on the bolt, will bottom out on the bracket. There's no instructions for tightening, you know, for torque or how tight it's supposed to be. So use your best judgment. Tight is tight. I'm going to stick a little bit of Loctite on just for good measure. The next step is to assemble the clamp onto the front forks. Now this is for the new bobber. Would have fitted the bobber black also, because it's a 47mm front forks. Now these are, there's a rubber insert in here that when you compress, you know, that's going to protect the fork and also give it its bit of grip. And then you've got this disc that Dart are referring to as the plus mount disc, which goes on the inside of the fork on this particular model, shown clearly on the drawing. So we'll get this onto the front forks and get it tightened up. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the clamp secured loosely onto the left side fork there, and onto the right side fork there. with the cross that mounts onto the screen facing inwards slightly to the front. Now the instructions say mount them near the top. There's no specific measurements of that, so I've left those two clamps loose, and I'll get the screen on and reposition everything until I'm happy with it, and then we'll tighten it up. Okay, so all I've done now is even up the spacing at the top of the forks on both clamps. You're kind of restricted into where you can put them from the top because of the round bit that bolts onto the bracket for the screen, and also you've got the clutch cable there. But it's quite an easy assembly. The tightening up of the two inside bolts, these bolts on the clamps, it's a bit awkward because of the headlight, a bit fiddly, so it takes a wee bit of time there, but everything's all tightened up. I quite like the look of that. So there you have it, that fly screen fitted. Yay or nay? If you got one, let me know what you think of it. I'll be out riding tomorrow, so see how it goes, see if it's made any difference. I've been lucky to be invited by a friend of mine to ride with the Tribe Glasgow Motorcycle Club to the Rock Diner in Kilmarnock for a Suicide Charity Awareness Day. So looking forward to that. It'll be first time riding with a group for me, so looking forward to see how that goes. I'll let you know. Yeah, happy with how this looks. So rain's just coming on, so I'll leave you there and I'll see you next time.